SwoleBenji here. Today I'm going to give you a very big secret in Albion, and that is what is the best crop that you should grow if you're a newbie and if you're not actually using the crops and you don't want to use focus on crops. There is a way to profit by growing crops with premium. You have to have premium. If you don't have premium, you can't do it. You will never profit. But there is one specific tier of crop that you can grow without watering them, and you will still profit, and you will be able to level up that crop to the point where it will give you profit when you water it even more so. So let me explain, okay? For those that don't know, seeds have a seed yield bonus. Tier 1 has none, Tier 2 has 33.3, Tier 3 has 60. If you go to Tier 8 seeds, it's a 93.3. That means, like, if I plant a pumpkin seed, 93.3% of the seeds I will get back. However, one seed is 29,000 silver. So that 7% chance of the time that you don't get the seed, you lose big, right? You lose real big. Now, mathematically, there is one tier that is better than all of them based on the seed cost. Now, let me just explain real quick for crops that people that don't know the market, okay? Pumpkins sell for about the same amount as turnips and wheat, okay? So by planting pumpkins, you're not really making more money than someone that just plants wheat. So the one tier of crop that you can plant is Tier 3, and I'll explain, okay? So that is wheat seeds, and for herbs, it is comfrey seeds. Those are the two crops that you can use so that you will always profit. And let me pull out the calculator here and show you how you're going to be profiting, okay? So one seed costs 4,923. All right, now you get 60% of your seed back, right? 60% of the time. So it's basically a coin flip in your favor, right? If you ran millions and millions of if you planted millions of these seeds, you will always profit. And here's how, okay? So we're going to take 4,923 and we're going to minus it by 40% because that 40% of the time is how much you're going to lose. So the effective seed cost right now is 2,953. Now, we're going to take the amount of crops. So one seed on average will give you 9 crops. So we're going to take 9 times the average price of wheat, which is about 370, and you're going to get 3,333. You minus it by the seed average cost, and that means one seed will earn you about 376.2 silver. Now, I know that sounds like crap, but let me explain, okay? I have 44 farm plots. Each farm plot has 9 squares, right? So that is 396. Each of those are going to give me an average of 9. So I have 3,564 plants, essentially, right? And each of those are worth 370, right? So now, suddenly, I have 1.318 million that I can make a day by not watering crops, okay? It's pretty darn good. I want to make sure that I copy this. All right, so how much would it cost, though? 44 times 9. 396 seeds, right? Times 4,923, great. It's a little expensive. And then we take our profits, and there we go. Now, to farm 44 to manage and to harvest 44 farm plots, okay, is going to take about 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes time, I can make 148,000 silver. I know that sounds bad. I know that sounds like crap, but let me elaborate further. Every day that you're farming the crops, you're leveling up your mastery. So check it out, right? You go down here to your mastery, and I have Burdock maxed out, but I almost maxed out Comfrey on this character. I've got many other characters that have Comfrey maxed out, but let me explain, okay? So in all that time, you're profiting, and you are leveling up your crop harvesting, right? But once you get to 100, the focus cost to water is only 125. When you start out, it's 1,000. Okay, so plants only take 22 hours to grow, and in 22 hours you will earn 9,660 focus. Divide that by 125, which is how much it costs to water a plant at level 100. And that means you can level 77 plants, right? So we're going to take 77 plants. And if you look at Tier 3, you get an 80% seed yield. Now, if you're doing this with pumpkins, you only get 13%, which means you always get the seed back, but like pumpkins don't really profit that much, okay? wheat seeds. All right, so that means we get a 40% chance for double seeds. So we will always get 77 seeds back no matter what, but we're going to add 40%. So we actually get 107 seeds on average. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get a little bit less, but if you ran a simulation a million times over, it's going to be 107 pretty much, right? So what that means is that with 44 plots times 9, we need 396 seeds. But now, sorry, when I hit my minus key, I gotta make sure to remind myself, my minus key is my mute button. So, effectively, let me do the math again. 44 times 9 is 396. And then we're going to minus it by 107. So I only need to actually buy 289 seeds now. So 289 seeds times, what is it, 4,923, only 1.4 million. And now we still minus the 40%, because, you know, the rest that we don't water is going to reduce that down to 853,648. So now we take our profits again, 44 times 9 times 9 times 370, and then I'm sorry. Every time I hit that minus key, let's do the math again. I'm sorry that my minus key is my mute button, okay? 44 times 9 times 9 times 370, all right? And now we minus it by how much our seeds actually cost, 853,000. So now, in the 30 minutes time, if I use focus on plants, I will make 465,000 silver in that 30 minutes time, which a lot of people are going to tell you isn't worth it. But if you're a newer player, you know, obviously a new player is not going to have 44 farm plots, but it's free. It's absolutely free money, and it's easy. Like I just watch YouTube while I do my farm crops. Lately, I don't have premium active, so I haven't actually been doing any farming. But for those of you that want to get into like crop harvesting and farming, tier 3 plants are the way to go. When you run the numbers and you run the math, that is the best crop to grow. Sometimes burdock is comfrey is more expensive than wheat, but wheat sells so much faster, guys. So if you want my recommendation of what plant you should grow if you're new, if you just got your islands and you just got your farm set up, it's wheat, because like every chef ever will buy wheat from you. Wheat is used in so many things. It's used to feed so many different crafting benches. So wheat is the definite winner crop when you run the numbers and you run that math. But however, you know, a lot of people do use their farmland if they want to like level their own cooking up, or they want to become a potion crafter. Like I'm a potion crafter, right? So obviously I grow comfrey and burdock so I can make poisons. That's one of the, like I have videos on my channel that explain all the math behind that. But I just want to give you guys a nice little tip here that tier 3 is the way to go. Once you hit tier 3 on your crop growing, you can grow tier 3 mathematically for profit, and you don't have to water it. And once you build up your level, like if you want to use your focus on something else, you know, instead of spending 1,000, you know, when you first start out, you will still profit with the tier 3 seeds. But all the other ones, like if you plant tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, you're gambling hard, and you will lose because of the seed yield and the cost and the market cost of selling the items. The only reason that the tier 3 crops profit is because their cost is similar to the higher tier, and their seed cost is extremely low. Like the seed cost is almost half of the tier 4. It's not quite, it's almost half. Whereas like tier 2 has such a low seed yield, it's almost half. Like bean seeds, 33.3% for almost 3,000. Or you can go to 60% for 4,900. Like for 2,000 more, you're basically almost doubling your yield, okay? So when you run the math and you do the numbers, tier 3 is the one crop in the game that you will still profit from if you don't water them. All right? Everything else is going to cost you if you don't water them, okay? And like I said, once you max it out, you pretty much double your profits, or triple them rather. Yeah, 150k to 450k. Now, like I said, as a newbie, you won't have 44 farm plots. You'll have like 3 usually, but that's still free money. Like every morning, every day, you just log in, and your character is, you know, gaining experience, and you're getting. It's just something to level up. It's free money. It's free money on the table. It may not be much. It may not be too much, but it's free money. that'll pay for part of your gear set that you go out and use, you know? Anyway, I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. Let me turn off display capture because it's lagging. Oh boy. I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, please leave a comment and a like. If you do both, it's an algorithm combo. It's a YouTube cheat code. Also, subscribe if you want. You know, I try to make videos every day. I can't always, but I just thought I'd give you these helpful tips. I've been holding on to this one for a while now, and a lot of people have. I'm surprised other YouTubers haven't really spilled the beans on the math on this one, but yeah, man, just get out there, grow some wheat, grow some comfrey, and it's free money, man. It's just free money. Anyway, take care, lads.